Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Spiritual Readings with Rev Jeanne. I'm Jeanne. We're just waiting for a few people to show up, and we will get started. I know I have not been on in a bit. Come on. We'll do some readings here. There we go. People are starting to come on now. Hi, folks. Welcome back. I haven't been on here in a month, so I guess some people weren't quite expecting me. But, I just wanted to start tonight by welcoming everyone back, and to thanking everyone for giving me, or Michelle and I, the time that we needed to deal with family situations. But I got to tell you, it's really good to be back on. I know I've missed it. I've missed the energy. I missed the friendships. We all have. So it's just really good to be back. Thank you for joining us again. Couple announcements just before we get going here real quick. We still have open circles every Friday night here in St. Johnsville at 7 West Main Street. We will not have circle this week because it's my granddaughter's graduation from high school. So if you can hold off for a week on that, I know things are still a little erratic, but we hope that by next week to be in full swing again. So just bear with us. We're here tonight. Also, this Saturday, however, the 29th, we are having one of our satellite open circles in Ballston Spa on 20 Malta Avenue, and that's $10 a person, and that will start at 7 p.m. So we won't be here Friday, but we will be here on Saturday in Ballston Spa. Again, it's been a little crazy, as we all know, but thanks for bearing with us, okay? All right, and again, my screen is froze, so just give me a second, and I will start tuning in here and see what we got. All right. Okay. Wow, energy's a little scattered tonight. It's going to take me a minute here, folks. Just bear with me. Rebecca White, how are you doing? Thank you. Thoughts and prayers for the family have been greatly appreciated. To say it was a month of hell is an understatement, but it was well worth it for the birth that we got. Okay. Thanks, Stephanie. We missed you too. We missed everybody. It's just, we get into the swing of it, and it's unbelievable how
really
crazy it's been.
People that are on.
How much we really have missed everybody. Okay. Sherry Wilson, how are you? Sherry, as your name started to come up at the first hand that I seen, all right, just pointing to your name, and they're showing me airplanes. But I don't believe it's like you're going on a trip, but is someone coming to you on an airplane, would you know? Because it's like I'm standing in an airport, but I'm waiting for planes to come in. I'm not taking off. I'm not going anyplace, but I feel as though someone's coming in. This could be symbolic of just someone that you haven't seen in a long time, or someone that's coming a great distance. But I want to say, just this woman is standing here and she's saying, just let the past go and open your arms. Oh God, I know how hard that is to do. But she's telling me that it's going to be beneficial, Sherry, for you in the long run, if you can find a way to just let go of the past so you can take the next step forward in your life. A lot of love coming from this woman, and she's standing here and she's saying, I know what I'm talking about. She had a similar situation when she was here in the physical world, and she just wants you to know that, she understands what you're going through. She understands the difficulty in what you have to do. But she says you'll appreciate it down the line. You'll understand it better then. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right, God bless them. Folks, this Saturday night on the 29th in Ballston Spa at 20 Malta Avenue at 7 p.m. It's 7 to 9. We're having our first satellite circle in Ballston Spa. So if you'd love to join us, you're more than welcome to. We got plenty of room. All right. Sarah Wilkerson. Hi, Sarah. Sarah, there's an older woman here. And she's literally doing this on her chin, like she's contemplating or she's thinking. It's not a sign of to hush. It's a sign of, well, I'm not sure, but I really need to think about it. She's telling me that there's a situation around you, and I believe it's within a personal relationship area. Sarah, she's saying, think before you say something that you're going to regret later on. She's saying, because not everything is black and white. There's some gray areas here. She's speaking, I want to say from knowledge. I'm not sure what that knowledge is, and I can only give the reading the way it comes in. But she's saying, think before you speak. Just really think it through and make sure that you're being true and honest to your heart. Something about your heart here. It needs to come from the heart, whatever it is you have to say. I hope that makes sense. God bless. And folks, as always, when I say I hope you understand, 9 times out of 10 when Spirit is bringing me through these messages, I have no idea what they're talking about. They're telling me that you do or that you will understand. So if I'm telling you something that you're not sure about, give it a couple hours. Most times, most people say, oh God, now I know what she was talking about, but it's 2 hours after the situation. So just remember it, please. I'm not giving this stuff erroneously. It's the way it comes in. I give it the way it comes in, and I pray it makes sense to you. Spirit tells me it will. If not right this moment, it will very soon. Okay? I'll leave that with you. Also, please share the video as much as possible. Starting again in July, we will have our free reading drawing the last week in July, the last Tuesday. So for as many times as you share this video, friends, family, or whomever, it will get your name put into a drawing for a free private reading with me. So please remember to share it as much as you can. Okay? I'll leave that. Stephanie, Ireland, how are you doing? Stephanie, I believe these are your little girls here. And they're talking about the cake. Something about a cake. Okay? A celebration and a cake. I don't know if it was a birthday around her or if it's one that's coming for family, but she wants you to know that she's going to be there to help celebrate. She's all excited about it. She's saying she can't wait. She wants to see everybody. So just know that she's going to be there. Whatever this celebration is that's coming up, she's very much going to be there to help with the family. And she's there with happiness and just with lots of love and lots of energy. There'll be a lot of good energy there. Okay? God bless. All right. Candy Roback, how are you? Candy, as I came to your name, there's a couple here, a man and a woman. I'm not sure if these are parents or grandparents, but I have a very heavy heart. I'm not sure what that's about, Candy. I know that there's something has happened around you. It's like dreams have been squashed or understanding has been something has happened, and it's just this couple has a heavy heart, and they're saying just because it's not understood now doesn't mean it won't be understood and realized in the future. Just have patience. Time itself will explain everything to you. You know, please don't give up. Don't walk away and don't give up. Answers are coming. You just need to have patience. All right? Hope that makes sense. God bless. You know, again, folks, just the past month that you have given Michelle and I has meant so much to both of us. You really don't understand. Um, it was a month of hell, but it was a month of answers that we needed, and hopefully a month of closure. But the fact that you people just hung in there for us means a great deal. It tells us a lot. It tells us maybe we're doing what we're supposed to be doing here. So she's just looking at me. Because sometimes it's just, it gets crazy in our lives sometimes. All right. Melissa Simmons, I'm assuming this is for you because as your name started to scroll by, I heard, tell Missy I'm here, tell her I'm here. I feel like a mother or a mother vibration with her, but she called you Missy. I hope you don't take offense to that, because it's not me. I know some people do. You know, they don't like the nicknames, but she's saying, tell Missy I'm here. A lot of love, a lot of positive energy, and she's talking about the way going you. You've been laying a lot of groundwork. I'm seeing, she's showing me like a mason laying stonework, getting ready to build a great building. All right. She's showing me these people, these masons, and she's saying that you have done this groundwork. You've done all this work for so long, and she says now you're going to start reaping some of the fruits of that labor. The buildings or something that you've been trying to create is finally coming together or coming to fruition in your life. And I want to say, stand back and watch with pride. Pride is not a bad thing to have when it's something that is truly earned. And I feel it in this case, it is truly earned. And this woman is very, very proud of you. So just so that you know that. Okay, God bless. All right. Tammy Lynn. Tammy, are you having problems with your back, dear? I'm not a medical doctor, but I have a woman here, and it's like she's rubbing my back the way someone would have their back rubbed if they were having a backache or a hard time with it. And it's kind of funny because as I'm feeling this, she's saying, just tell her this is for her. She'll feel it. It's a little woman, a lot of energy in her hands, a tremendous amount of healing in her hands. But for some reason, I want to sit here and I want to giggle. She just has that bouncy, happy type of energy around her. A lot of love coming from her. And she's been trying for some time to bring some healing to your back. I don't know what the issue is. I'm not the doctor. But just know that there's love there. Okay?
When it comes to me, if she needs healing.
Yeah, and if you need healing, come see Michelle. She does wonderful back rubs too. Anyway, I'll leave that with you. God bless. Okay, folks. Big man just walked in, and all I hear is Henry's here. Very baritone, very deep voice, and it's like I want to say, excuse me, and he's like, just tell him. I'm not sure who he's here for yet, but gave the message. All right. All right. Nikita Nicole Voss. Hi, Nikita. All right. Hold on here. Nikita, just as I called your name, this little woman just kind of ran through. Just, sounds like something out of a comic book, and I don't mean it to make light of anything, but it's like she's just waving like this as she's going through, and your name is scrolling. So it's just she wants to bring a greeting. Just a lot of happiness around her. And just she wants you to know that she's well. Okay, Henry. All right. Is this Billy Joe?
Haskell.
Billy Joe Haskell? I believe Henry is here for you.
Poor Henry. Is he passed?
Okay. This man. All right. People called him Henry. I don't know if he didn't like his first name or what, but it's like he says, just tell him Henry's here. Very deep voice, very baritone, very masculine. Okay, the best way I could explain this, if this man were in the physical and he walked in the room, I'd pay attention real quick, no matter what he had to say. All right, I honestly have that type of feeling here, but I want to kind of smile with it because even though he has that booming type of presence, I feel like this big gentle teddy bear. And he's just smiling with it, and he's just saying, yeah. He says sometimes, but not when only when I had to be. Just know that he's here with a lot of love. He's also here, he's telling you it's time to get things cleaned up and straightened up. All right, something is going on around you, Billy Joe. I don't know what it is, but he's insistent it needs to be cleaned up and it needs to be straightened up. I don't know what he's referring to. I'm hoping that you do. But he's also saying, give those babies a hug for me. I'm sure they're not babies, but he refers to younger people as babies. He's saying, give them hugs for me. He misses them. It's almost like, I'm in trouble with this one. It's almost like he used to kind of not aggravate them, but taunt them and get them to do things. And then he'd sit back and laugh. Nothing bad, but just, mischievous type of energy. Anyway, he's here with a lot of love. But whatever this thing is, Billy Joe, that something needs to be cleaned up and straightened up. Something to do outdoors. I don't know what that is, but I'll leave that. Hopefully it'll make sense in a little bit. Okay? I'll leave that with you. All right. Well, there's something he wants to know. He wants people to know. He's saying, give the babies love. Whatever that's about. Okay? All right. Again, folks, please share this. The last Tuesday in July, we will start pulling names again for the free reading. So keep that in mind, okay? Oh, we've got a lot of people traveling. We've got people coming up from North Carolina this week. We've got family coming from North Carolina. We have family coming in from New Mexico. Between Michelle and I, we've got family coming from all over for this weekend. It's graduation weekend. Again, just to remind everyone, this Friday night we will not be having Circle because we will be at our granddaughter's Tabitha's graduation from high school. And Tabitha is Michaela's baby sister. So it's really important that we're all here for that. Also, tomorrow night is another family dinner, so we won't be on YouTube. I promise, folks, that by next week we will be back full scale. Circles, shows, everything. So just bear with us one more week. Life is coming back together. By the grace of God, life is coming back together. We're doing better. I'm not sitting here crying 24/7, and neither is Michelle or any of the rest of us. We love we're never going to stop missing Michaela and loving Michaela, but knowing that the animal got put down, excuse my English, I'm happy. All right, where are we here? Madison Brownell, how are you? Madison, have you recently hurt your hand? as I came to your name, it's like I just got a shot of my left hand up to the palm of my hand up to my elbow. Have you recently hurt this or injured this in some way? I'm not a medical doctor. I'm only going by what I'm being shown here. Just if there isn't an issue there now, please be careful with the coming week. It's not like from a fall. I'm seeing it. It's almost like from overdoing it or overworking something. Please just be careful. There's a young boy, or not boy, a young man here in spirit, and it's like he's saying, okay, he's saying he would take care of that stuff for you if he was here, but instead he's just saying, just you need to take care of yourself. Stop hurting yourself. He's concerned that you're trying to do too much. I keep hearing, learn to delegate the work. Learn to delegate the work. All right? I hope that makes sense, but just know that they're here with love. This young man especially. I'm not sure who he is. He doesn't give me a name. Doesn't even give me a relationship, just that I know he's here. Okay? All right. Michelle Sweet. Was Caden a tall, thin young man? I know you're asking for someone in particular, and I just need to know. I'm not hearing his name. I'm just seeing a very tall, younger, thin man. And while he's here, it's like he's pacing back and forth with his arms behind his back. He's saying things need to come out in the open. Things need to be said. He's saying not here, but when you hear things, know that half is truth and half has been the made up ideas of someone else. He wants you to know he's aware of that and he's okay with it, because everyone has their own truth. All right, just everyone has their own truth. Everyone has their own way of understanding things. Okay? All right. Just know that the message comes with a lot of love, and there's a lot of very positive energy coming as well. Okay? I'll leave that with you. God bless. All right. Everybody at least enjoying the heat? I know I am, with all the rain we've had. All right. Harold Fox. How are you tonight, Harold? Harold, there's a man here, and he's showing me himself, an older man, much older. He's sitting in a wheelchair, but as he sits there, he stands up and says, I don't need that thing anymore. He's just coming through with the wheelchair as a point to identify for you. In other words, he's telling me so that you would know who he is. He couldn't get around on his own when he was in the physical world here. And that created a very cranky, miserable person. And he's saying it was just because I couldn't do for myself. I couldn't get around. Just wants you to know that he loves you. And he's saying he understands why things happened the way they did when he was here. And it's okay. He's saying, that type of love doesn't just go away because there's a miscommunication or there's something that's gone a little haywire for you. He wants you to know that regardless of how things happen, he loves you. And it's important for him to say that tonight. Because for some reason, he couldn't say that when he didn't feel comfortable saying that when he was here in the physical world. He says, but now he can say it with a free heart and a free mind. He loves you. Please know that. And it's almost like it's his way of an apology too. I hope that makes sense. Bless. All right. Melissa Marie. Melissa Marie, did your mom wear aprons? There's a woman that comes in and she's wearing an apron, almost like the older style. Maybe it's a grandmother, because it's a full apron, you know, like the bib apron that's tied in the back. If you can bounce in here, it would really help me here, because it's important. For some reason, it's important that you know exactly who I'm talking about. It's like if it's not your mother, it's your mother's mother. She wore the apron no matter what she was doing, whether she was cleaning or cooking or whatever, but she always had a nice dress on. This woman wouldn't have been caught dead in pants or in slacks, let alone jeans. She had to have nice clothes, but she always had them protected with this apron. Anyway, Melissa Marie, she's here and she wants you to take care of the family. All right, your grandmother then. She's saying there's something is going on in the family that she's saying that you need to take care of, you need to be aware of. Right, get in here. She's saying, oh, I don't know if this makes sense to you, but she's saying you have the same touch that I had. They'll listen to you when they won't listen to anybody else. And she's saying that's a very powerful tool to have in your arsenal. So be aware of it, don't abuse it, but get them to listen. It's important now more so than ever that they listen to you and that they understand what's happening and what's going on. I hope this makes sense. I hope you can understand what we're talking about. I'm not sure what the situation is, but I feel a seriousness to it, because whatever this is could be life-changing for a number of people. But just know that this woman has all the faith in the world that you can carry on with the family. You can handle whatever's coming and take care of it. And even if they don't like it, they'll get used to it. It's a strange message, and I hope you understand it. God bless. Thank you. Excuse me for 1 minute, folks. Dry mouth there. All right. Jessica Wagner. Okay. Hi, rainy day. Jessica Wagner. This man is here, and he's wearing a uniform. I don't know if this is a policeman's uniform or if it's a fireman's uniform, but there's definitely a uniform here. Would you know who I'm talking about? This is for Jessica Wagner. This man is here. It's how he's identifying to me is through this uniform. You may not have even known him in the physical world, but he's saying he's very much a part of who you are. So I obviously is definitely a part of the family line or a biological connection with him. He just wants you to be careful. Things are going on around you that he's not real comfortable with. He's saying you need to be careful with who you associate. It's nothing that you have done wrong. You haven't done anything wrong. But there's other people around you that have, and it's like he doesn't want you drawn into. Yeah, I don't know if it's military. This man identifies Jessica with his uniform. That was a very important part of his life. It meant a great deal to him. Okay, it was also for lack of a better way of saying it, a status symbol. It says, "This is who I am. This is what I did. This is how I was." But anyway, to get back to the message that he's talking about, you've done nothing wrong, but there's other people around you that have, and he doesn't want you being dragged into that, whatever is going on, and he wants you to be careful. I hope that makes sense. I hope you can understand what we're talking about. I honestly don't know. It's the way he brings it in. Okay, he's saying just be careful who you associate with, be careful with who you are having any dealings with, especially in the next week or two. Okay? And I'll leave that with you. God bless. Hey, Alicia, I haven't seen you in ages, girl. Alicia. Yeah, Alicia Martinez. What's the party around you, dear? There's a woman that comes in. She's speaking very broken English. I'm having a hard time understanding. So all she's saying is be a good girl. Don't go crazy. Be a good girl. But I feel a lot of love and a lot of laughter coming with that message, because it's almost like she knows as much as she's saying that to you. You're not going to listen to her anyway, but she loves you. Just know that, please. Okay? Talk later, baby. Thank you. All right. Folks, again, this Friday night we will not be having Open Circle because it is Tabitha's graduation from high school. But however, we are having the Open Circle on Saturday night. Bless you, Michelle. On Saturday night in Ballston Spa at 20 Malta Avenue. It's only $10 a person. If you're in the area, Saratoga County, we'd love to have you come on down. And even if you've never sat in a circle before, I can promise you'll have a good time. It'll all be explained to you before you sit in circle, so there's no surprises. But everyone is pretty much guaranteed a reading or at least messages from Spirit. Myself, Berta Fogley will be there and some other mediums. So we'll work with that, and we'll pretty much guarantee everyone will get a message. So come on down Saturday night. Also, tomorrow night, I will not be on YouTube tomorrow because we have family situations between the trial ending and Tabitha graduating. We've got a lot on the family plate. I promise that by next week we will be full on board for both shows, for circles, for all of it. So just keep that in mind, okay? And I really appreciate you folks stopping in tonight. This past month has meant a great deal to Michelle and I. It has shown us, the people that care, to know that, you're still here. We really do appreciate it. Okay, and as always, thank you, Spirit. Amanda Lee Hill. Amanda Lee, there's a woman that comes through. I know you're asking for Poppy, but this is no. Amanda Lee, this is a woman that comes in, and it's like she keeps covering my mouth. And she's just saying, hush, let her guess. Let her guess. This woman loved to play games with you when she was here. It was all about making people smile, making people laugh. It was seeing them happy. She hated it when you cried. I hope you know who I'm talking about, because this woman would do all but stand on her head to get you to stop crying when you cried. I don't know if this is a mother or a grandmother, but she's saying that's how you'll remember her, because it's like when you got upset, it was like over your mouth just patting, hush, hush. Know that this woman is here now because she's still trying to bring in that sentiment that, that says, I'm here, it's okay, I gotcha. She wants you to know, Amanda Lee, that you're not alone. She's saying you never truly have been alone, but you didn't always see that. And she wants you to know that no matter what, she's always going to be here for you. If favorites could be had, you were one of hers. Okay, talk to her about your son. Okay, talk to her. And trust what you're feeling in your heart. That's where the answers are. Okay? I'll leave that with you. God bless. Okay. Spidey D. Deniker, I don't know what that is. Super chat for YouTube. Get in touch with us later. I'd love to find out what it is. We're game for just about anything. All right. Darlene Mayer, Balad or Balade. Hi, Darlene. You do realize that you're going down during some of the hottest months. All right. Um, you've got a woman that comes in as I'm talking to you, and she's dressed like from the 1800s, like the Southern Belle. Is your family originally from that area? Because this was the original Southern Belle. And she's saying that they're making a place for you down there. That it's the right move. This is where you're supposed to be. I don't know who all is going, but she's saying it's okay. There's a lot of love coming in, a lot of caring, and she says you'll be happy there. Okay? I'll leave that with you. God bless. Even if it wasn't a physical relative, it was someone who knew the family line, but just they felt the need to come in to let you know that you're going to be where you need to be or where you're supposed to be. Okay? God bless. You're welcome. All right, this is going to sound strange, folks, but is there someone here from Massachusetts? No, there's a man here, and it's like he's saying, they're from Massachusetts, and I don't know who he's talking about. I'll hold on to it for now, but for whatever reason. And I know it's a little hard because there's a delay on the feed here. Just remember, we have Open Circle this Saturday, the 29th in Ballston Spa. It's going to be a first time to see, if people are interested. It can become a regular thing out there. It all depends on, what people want and how it goes. All right. But just for the records, our circles are always very powerful, very active. That's what we love about this work. Shanice Marie. Shanice, I'm being shown mountains. Mountains, time, and distance. I have to ask, Shanice, are you from this area? Because I feel like you've traveled a great distance to be here. And there's several spirits standing here. And what I'm hearing is the path and the road getting here was a long, rough one for you. But you're where you need to be. It's so that you can take the next step in your life. And I just seen these smiles, like the anticipation is tremendous, but it's going to be so well deserved. You have a lot of spirit energy with you, a lot a lot of energy to hold you up when things are getting down. Call on them. That's what they're there for. Okay? God bless. All right, folks, sharing the video will get your name put in for a drawing for the end of July, this last Tuesday of the month. We will be pulling name out of our bucket for a free reading. So for as many times as you share, it's that many times your name will go in towards the free reading. So please keep that in mind. Richard Ireland. Richard, as your name started to scroll past, I'm very, very tired. Have you been physically tired, almost to the point of exhaustion? Okay. All I'm being told to tell you, Richard, is you need to slow down a little bit. You'll still get the same amount of things done in the same amount of time without rushing. You need to keep breathing. Something is going on that has got you uptight or nervous. And Spirit is saying, just remember to breathe. It's going to be fine. It's going to be a wonderful thing. And I feel, okay, just breathe. Remember to breathe. Okay? And you're gonna get through fine, but it's going to be the best thing that ever happened to you. It's going to allow some stability in your life that you've needed for a very long time. You've been fighting against it for a very long time, but it's like Spirit is saying you finally gave in. And they're laughing about it. They think it's funny. I don't know what's funny about it, but they think it's funny. Because they're saying your stubbornness didn't win out this time. But it's okay. It's going to be the best thing that ever happened for you. All right? I hope that makes sense. God bless. All right. Is it Caitlin? Caitlin Ashley Morgan? Hi, Caitlin. Caitlin, do you have anything to do with horses, dear? Okay. As I'm seeing these horses, it's like something out of a, what do you call it? Like a fantasy movie or a sci-fi movie. It's where horses are sprouting wings and flying up over this gate. Caitlin is telling me there's something going on around you that you have felt closed in or trapped for some time. And Spirit is saying you know how to get up and over that gate. You just need to learn to sprout those wings for yourself. You're going to be okay. All right? I'll leave that with you. I hope that makes sense. Terry Lavender, how you doing? Terry, I know you've asked for your mom. There's a woman here. I don't know if this is your mom. She doesn't tell me who she is. She was a little on the heavy set side. At least she's telling me that when she felt good or when she felt her best, she was a little on the heavier side. A lot of love and a lot of laugh. This woman loved to laugh, and she loved to make people laugh. You know who I'm talking about here. I don't know if this is a mother or someone connected to your mother. Okay, just the laughter is tremendous. It's almost infectious. And I want to say, you need to learn to laugh again. It's been a long time coming. I feel like things have been down for quite a while. But please know that the roughest times are done and over. You haven't seen that part yet. You haven't seen that lightness because you've been so involved and so emotionally vested in a situation. But she's telling me the worst is over. And there is light at the end of that proverbial tunnel. She's saying, just keep walking. She said, you're almost out of the woods now, emotionally, and you're going to be on top of the world here in another couple months. Just remember that we talked about it, please. She's also saying your dad is fine. I don't know why, unless you were concerned about him. But she says your dad is fine. She's connected. This woman may be connected with your dad, but she wants you to know that he's well. She's saying he's as stubborn as he always was. Sorry, it's just that's coming from her. God bless. Okay. Wow. Tonight's gone by fast. Really fast. Okay. All right. I'm just waiting, folks. I'm trying to see where this is fitting in. I don't know. You know, sometimes, folks, things come through symbolically a lot for me. And every once in a while, something that seems totally ridiculous will come in, but it makes all the sense in the world. What I'm seeing right now, what Spirit is showing me right this moment, is like from the old hee-haw shows, that song, Where, Oh, Where Are You Tonight? I searched the world over and I thought I found true love and you were gone, okay? But it's a skit.
Sounds like Charlie.
Well, maybe
Charlie
it is.
does silly things like that.
Maybe it is Charlie.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Michelle Sweet.
You're poking me with your pen.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to poke with pen. I don't know. Michelle, I think this is Charlie. He's the only one to this point that's come through with this type of thing because I want to laugh.
He's usually picking on Harold.
And he just wants you to know that he sees what's going on. Wow. For as much as he's laughing, there's a seriousness to the message, Michelle. He's saying, you know, do what you have to do. You know, if walking is part of it, do whatever you have to do. It's not going to mean anything bad to him. He just wants you to know that he loves you no matter what you do. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Haven't gotten a message like that before in a while, but just know that there's love there. Okay? All right. Okay. Folks, we're getting down the wire here. Again, excuse me. I just wanted to say, okay, grew up watching that. Then that makes perfect sense. All right. Folks, I wanted to say again a very heartfelt thanks from both Michelle and I for all that you put up with for the past month. I know it wasn't easy for some of you, but your strength, your words of encouragement, and your prayers helped get us and our family through a very horrendous time. We do have some level of closure. The man, Daniel Nellis, was found guilty on all charges. Why, we may never know, but nevertheless, the punishment is there. We're human and we're letting it go with that. Okay, we have answers. But thank you for being there for us. It has meant a great deal. We have one more crazy week ahead of us. That's with family coming in from all corners of the United States for Tabitha's graduation and another for John's graduation. It's here. We won't be online tomorrow night and we won't have Circle Friday night, but we will be here full scale next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. Also this Saturday evening, we have the open circle in Ballston Spa. It's only $10 a person. It's 7 to 10. So, or 7 to 9 rather. But please come on down. Love to meet you. In the meantime, folks, have a wonderful week. Again, thank you for everything. And God bless.